Good morning guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be building a yurt. So we're back onto some micro builds. First of all, I didn't change the lighting to start off with, so it's quite dark. It does get brighter the more we get into the video. So we started off doing an octagon build, raising up that foundation so we've got a bit of a platform and we've got a little bit of an entryway. Spent more time than I would like to admit messing and trying to get the roof sorted, because it was not playing. Changed it into a nice thatch colour. Usually when you see yurts, they're round, they've got that roof, they're very distinctive looking, so I wanted to make sure that it looked pretty close to it. So we've got the thatch on top, we've got some panelling on the outside, and we've got a lovely little door which you really can't see with this lighting right now. Trust me, I put it on in a second. There we go, see? So we've put some stairs on, we've put some a little bit of fence, just messing around trying to figure out the right colours. Not all these colours match and it was driving me crazy. But we're trying to make it look a little bit rustic and a little bit, you know, eclectic, so this is the way we went with it. Alright, time to get onto the inside. Diagonal walls are a challenge, especially when furnishing and when you're trying to make sure that you've got everything you need inside of the house. So I did actually section off a bit here for the bathroom, very small bathroom, but we sectioned it off so that we've got a little bit of more of wall space to work with. But as much as we can with a toilet and a shower, no room for a sink, got a mirror and a little bit of towel rail, some more decoration just to make it look a little bit more homey. Putting a nice bright light in there so we can actually see. Some tiles, and just to make sure that it had a nice clean look to it. Easy bathroom. Oh, and of course, got to have a comfy rug to step out of the shower onto, which is probably going to get soaked the minute you start playing. The kitchen was particularly interesting to try and put together, with there not being a lot of space and we're having the diagonal walls. So I've used the move objects a lot to sort of just move things just slightly so we can get more things in and make full use of the space. Rather than putting in a stove, I put in a hot pot. I don't know why. I just did. And then trying to figure out where to put a sofa and trying to make it so that you didn't have furniture right in the middle was another struggle. I don't know why I decided to do this build. I'm an idiot. Got to get some chairs in so there's a little bit of dining. Again, scooching it around on a diagonal wall is not fun. And then back to try and find a place for that sofa. I was thinking this could be a good starter home. Again, we're trying to keep to the micro home with the tiny build to get those lot perks. And we've done it also in Glimmerbrook because I was thinking, oh, this could be like a crazy witch that lives in a yurt, as you do. Finally got that sofa in place, and then just trying to put some books in just for a little bit of skill building because there's not a lot of space in here for any skill building items. I figured that a lot of them could get put outside as you go along. I wanted to keep the lot value quite cheap, but it's at $7,500 right now, so it's still pretty high. Trying to find books that would fit, a bookshelf that would fit on these walls, and that they could access was very interesting. Then we tried changing the bed around a little bit to maybe free up the space, just trying to put in a few bits of decoration. I didn't want to put too much in. Again, the idea being that this would be a starter home that you could just jump straight into. Use the same flooring as the one outside so that it was a bit more cohesive all the way through. Went for a rustic wall, then spent a ridiculous amount of time trying to figure out if there was any curtains that would suit it. Just putting some houseplants and some greenery around just to give it a little bit of decoration, make it look a little bit nice. Again, because the space is so small though, it's quite hard to get a lot of things in. So trying to change the sizing and using move objects was really helpful. Went for a little bit of some dried herbs to make it look magical. And that's where I left it for the inside. I wanted to make the outside a little bit cuter, so I've put some planter boxes on the outside and then changed the colour of the windows to make sure it matched, because you know, before going to the front and just applying a tiny little bit of landscaping. I didn't want it to look too perfect. Again, I just wanted a little bit of something to make it look homely. I put some hanging baskets, put some little lanterns on the front. Now I'm just finishing it with some little bit of green around the outside. I used the flagstones, which I hadn't since they were a different texture and different colour, which was very annoying. And then just put in some planter boxes. I also figured this would be a house that would have some gnomes, so I've put some gnomes around the house. And in the garden, very quick build, but it's nice and cosy, I think. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week with another build.